AITA for going no contact with my stepdad and half-sister when I'm clearly not cared about. I went down to see my family for Father's Day weekend with my two kids, 3M and 1F. My sister is 11, and I am 27. She's always trying to compete at an adult level when she's around me and tries to pick fights, but I never say anything. My parents have said, "You're gonna have to say something if she oversteps." This time she was ranting about how she would never want to be like me because, in school, I had poor grades and got pregnant with a baby that I gave up, and academics mean a lot to her. I told her that she doesn't know what it's like to have a baby at a young age or make the choice to give it up. Also, I had exceptional grades and was supposed to graduate early in high school, so I don't know where she got her information from. I told her that she's 11 and a child, commenting about adult things that she doesn't even fully understand, and that she is not an adult and can stop speaking to me like one. Well, my stepdad didn't like that and literally got in my face, screaming at me that she's allowed to have her opinion and that she didn't do anything wrong. I want to point out he's also been my dad since I was 4, and I've never had another dad. Anyway, I had to physically push him out of my face. He then said something along the lines of, "You don't get to come down here and act like this is your house and also take her mom away from her." That's my mom he's talking about too, and I live 2 states away, so I retorted, "I come down here expecting to be with my family and see my mom. She has literally every single day with our mom, and I only see her once a month when I drive down." He wasn't having it and was being super argumentative, not listening to anything I had to say, so I just left. Even though it took me 2.5 hours to drive down there, I just left. I feel like the worst mom in the world for making my babies be in the car for that long, but he was screaming at me, and my kids were bawling their eyes out. I felt like my peace was being ruined. My kids have never seen me cry like that or seen anyone scream like that at someone else, especially their mom. My son keeps saying, "Grandpa mad," and "Grandpa made mommy cry." I feel so bad, and then I don't know if I should. I feel bad for my mom also because she was just crying and telling my dad to stop and that he's wrong, holding my babies while I was gathering my stuff. She said that I never invade her space and I'm always welcome, but am I really? I feel like my dad blatantly cares more about my sister because he said I hurt his daughter, but I always thought I was his daughter too. I am feeling pretty devastated. My entire soul hurts, and I just randomly start crying, but maybe I'm overreacting and being overly sensitive? I just don't know. I sent my mom a text message essentially saying I wanted to go no contact with my dad and sister because I just can't expose myself or my kids to people who behave like that. Because growing up, he was an authoritarian bully to me, and compared to how he treats my sister, the daughter that's actually related to him, the difference is night and day. My sister is allowed to say whatever to me and hurt my feelings even though she's only 11, but if I stand my ground and say no, that's not okay, it's unacceptable. I ended the text message saying I loved her and that she's always welcome in my home, and she replied back with, "I understand. I love you and miss you too." Update 1. Back in June, I wrote about going no contact with my stepfather and sister, and some people asked for an update in a few months, so here I am. He has not reached out, and it's been 5 months. My daughter's first birthday has come and gone, Halloween, numerous milestones, they have all been missed. My heart breaks for my children. For those of you who said my mother would probably go low contact, you were right. She barely talks to me anymore. It has made me realize that the only reason they were in my life is that I did all the work to connect with them. I have lived in my current house for well over a year, and they've never seen it. My mom doesn't ask about the kids. I'll send a picture every once in a while, and she'll say they're beautiful or they look just like me, but she never asks about their growth or development or inquires about their lives or mine. My sister has my number and does not contact me, but to be fair, I don't text her either. I did send her gifts for her birthday, to which she did send me a thank you text. To those who said the holidays were going to be the hardest, you are absolutely right. I'm struggling with what to do, and it's all around a broken situation. I have had a lot of clarity in the last 5 months. I'm actually thriving without them. I don't have to deal with condescending tones, being made to feel small, a minimization of my accomplishments. I don't feel dumb or insignificant. My feelings are never invalidated. It hurts me because I know they do not and will not take any responsibility, and I know my mom is playing the victim because that's what she does and has done all my life. No one is more of a victim than her. She opened up and told me she was jealous of the way I looked for most of my life, and I hadn't really grasped how messed up that was until recently. She tormented me growing up, and I spent my life doing everything I could to please her, feel good enough for her, and it turns out she was abusive because I was pretty. That's just not normal, so I guess I need therapy. I'm mostly just so sad for my children. My son loved my mom, but now he doesn't even ask about her anymore. He never asks about stepdad. We usually do a big family gathering for Christmas Eve, and I don't know if I am going or how to navigate that, so any advice is welcome. Anyways, that's my update.